All right, we're back. And wait, what? Puck's not in the wrong capital. What's he talking about?
It was, and then it was moved.
Oh, on the Google Doc. On the Google Doc. Okay, excuse me. All right, we'll come back to our phases for the moment because they got to decide where they want to go. Harstem and Drogo have got to strategize with their teams because if the players do just move willy-nilly and start scrapping it out, it actually won't play well into the idea of trying to take 12 tiles on the board. Scratch my eyes there. Little Bao switched with Harstem, right? No, that is incorrect. Little Bao has removed himself from the tournament because he's no longer playing StarCraft, and Wellmu took his place as a last-minute replacement. I mean, Wellmu may not have been their first pick, but I bet they're glad they picked Wellmu now.
Yeah, he did good, son. He did good.
Looks like we do have a movement, by the way, as Drogo decides to go backwards and cap Ruins of Ceres in the far backside. So that actually gives a pretty close to majority lead now.
Oh, 9, sorry.
So for those who know, we said majority earlier, but I guess that was a little bit somewhat incorrect. It's 12 tiles on the board currently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And yeah, so they're 9 out of 12. If they could take 3 more tiles, they would win the game. So this is where things like land grabbing start becoming a real opportunity getter. Well, we put a lot of emphasis on the capital. Let's say, like, hypothetically, Neeb fought Showtime and won. Wellmu land grab Ruins of Ceres, and I don't know, Drogo somehow took Prion Terraces. Game would be over, and Templar would win.
Yeah.
So I do hope that the Tal'Darim have got this in mind.
Yep.
So anyways, it's now Puck's turn to move. I'm going to be waiting for him. Someone stream was asking about this little bad guy up here with this bald spot thing going on. Talked about it a couple times on stream, guys. I got a condition called Trichotillomania. It kind of sucks, and the TLDR is you pull out your own hair whether you want to or not. So this is not like a bald spot. This is just unfortunately me not having great self-control. I'm glad that I don't have worse versions of it, though, because as disgusting as it is to talk about, there's a version of this where people actually they eat the hair they pull out, which I think is just I can't. Nope, I just can't even think about it. It's gross. But anyways, getting back on topic for the game, people asking about the skins in chat. Yeah, so these are skins. What's really cool about this, the way we've done this mod specifically, though, is this doesn't affect the players in game. Like, their point of view on this, if they're Tal'Darim, they only see regular Protoss. There's no changes whatsoever. So it's kind of cool that we can do this in such a very unique way, that the audience gets to benefit and enjoy it a little more. Obviously, it'd be really cool if the players could get skins, but there's concern about balance and, like, you know, can you tell what Unit A looks like versus Unit B, and etc., etc.
Yeah.
But Puck moves back to cap his side. I think they've got a pretty good idea about the board control now.
Yeah, but I don't know if land grabbing that one was the way to go right now.
Maybe not. I love that Drogo tries to play it off so casually, too. Like, I actually think in their mind they're thinking about winning the game through overall victory. And Drogo's like, oh, I'm just going to be lazy and I'm too scared to fight. Like, it's literally what he says. I'm just going to back cap, guys. Don't mind me. Okay, so Puck takes Dusk Towers. Showtime moves to Prion Terraces. So he's going to steal this from the Templar.
Shoot. Yeah.
Oh no, what did I just remove? There we go. Whatever it wasn't what I intended to. Shrinky dink, yoink. Alright, so pretty even board control right now. In fact, we got some pretty sick yin and yang going on. But now, whose turn is it going to be? Harstem.
Harstem might go for...
He could land grab Habitation. He could try and tape Neeb in a one-on-one. I mean, it's a best of one, so I mean, you could try and cheese. You could try and do whatever.
Yeah.
This is me fight Neeb. So there we go. Boink, boink. Harstem versus Neeb. Now going to go down here in the center of the map. So this will be on North America, as it is home field advantage. So best of one.
Yes. Also,
actually,
both North American.
That's what I was going to say. I forgot. Again, Harstem is currently in the root house, so shouldn't be too big of a problem. The nice thing about this being a best of one is it does make room for other games, and we don't get everyone stuck up in a best of five. And one of the big, I think, we had Harstem and Drogo on the last cast to talk about some of the criticisms about this tournament, because we want criticisms, we want feedback. This is a format in 2 ways that is unique. 1, the skins, never been done before, cool to see. 2, the layout of the board game. Never been done before. As it turns out, the board game is really fun, it's really cool, but it does take a long time. So smaller games may be better games.
So Drogo just noticed something. That if Harstem loses, he might go back to his capital, and that's great, but then Neeb can immediately counterattack and might win.
But Harstem would be knocked back to the capital upon losing, so there would still be somebody to defend.
I said that, yeah.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, like, let's say Harstem had actually, like, let's say on his turn, instead of fighting Neeb, he had gone to attack Habitation Station. Then Neeb could have just walked over to the capital, and that would have ended the game. So we talked about this before. It's actually kind of important to consider these outside tactics. But they're all fully aware of what's going on. Also, you can... So this we haven't had any capital action so far, but we do need to talk about some aspects of it. Number one is there's two small unique factors to the capital city. Number one, the home player can pick any map, not necessarily in this map pool, but any Protoss theme map from the entire StarCraft 2 history. That can be their home field advantage map. Secondly, they can revive that map if they want to during that same series.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess actually there's a third aspect where if there's two people on the capital and the first person's losing a bunch, you can actually tag out on the ace match, or sorry, on the match point game, and have someone else try and finish it off.
Yeah.
Freestyle Rafiki says, I've been absent for a while from watching BaseTradeTV, so did we ever fix Rifkin's teeth? Kind of. You guys helped me raise $1,500, which was nice, but turns out I needed $7,000 for some mouth bracing shit because my gums and jawline are all fucked up, so they can't operate on it comfortably. So that's supposed to come in this week, although it's the end of the week already, so I should probably give them a call and see what's taking so long. Because I had to pay them $2,000 up front, and then it's $350 a month for like 18 months or something. Kind of sucks. Kind of wish they could just pull out my teeth.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be better.
Not necessarily, but it would be over with. You know, 1 day versus 19 months.
Yeah, I would say that's better.
Harstem just needs to relog. We have some issues getting here into Rakshir. Oh, we got a Reddit thread. Huge shout out to BaseTradeTV for the Civil War event.
Thanks.
I'm clicking on it. I'm expecting there to be something shitty inside. Nope. Says this is seriously some next level shit. Reskin maps, global map, strategic map, sponsor representatives fighting for money. Oh, and fucking Talda Ream skins. This is legitimately cool. Keep doing awesome stuff. Rifkin and Zombie, people of the year, making this community great. Dude, I'm gonna give that a fucking upvote. Thank you so much. Of course, let's not forget, Nice Username was another big part in making all of this possible, making this happen. Without him, we wouldn't have a lot of the cool mod stuff you're currently watching. So big loves and big ups to him. He's also been uploading all our VODs ASAP. He actually had last night's Corsair Cup on YouTube 2 hours after the cast finished. That guy is insane. Impressive. He's so good. So again, thank you to Nice Username. And if you guys really want to repay Nice Username, for those who don't know, our deal with him is I'm giving him 100% of the money YouTube generates. So if you really want to help Nice Username out, guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch our videos, get that ad money going. Right now he's making a decent amount, but hopefully could be much more. So again, our YouTube channel, youtube.com/BaseTradeTV. And we've got all past days of Civil War uploaded there as well. So if you missed any of them, yeah, it's all PvP, but they're all really good games. There really has not been a disappointing series in the Civil War so far.
Yeah. Plus there's co-op stuff, and I'm sure we'll have videos from our travels in the upcoming week on there, so you should follow it for multiple reasons.
Yeah, I was thinking we should probably pre-record some co-op stuff and upload them like ahead of time so we can have that content when we're not here. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
Cool. I'm glad we're on that same mindset. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Yord's Civil War. Yord, of course, Woodwatches. Woodwatches.com/base is the site to go to check out and maybe get one of these wonderful watches. Even if you don't necessarily want one for you, they make great gifts, and of course, they're not too expensive. There are some very expensive models, don't get me wrong, but I'd say check them all out nonetheless. We are going to get into game number 1 in a best of 1, however, defending on Rakshir, playing for the Templar. In the top left, it's the blue Protoss god Neeb, aka Ting's Neeb.
In the bottom right, as the red Protoss, is Harstem.
And this is super cool, of course, because this is what is a rare occasion for these two to play on the same server. Harstem currently staying at the Root Gaming House in North America.
Yep.
Watching awesome stream, first off, amazing name. Secondly, asks, will the Jesse match be streamed? Yes. So we don't know when this will end. We would love for this to end today and for this to go until it ends. However, later today, 5 hours from me saying this now, we will have the Yord versus Ting show match. That'll be a best of 5 between Jansoon from Yord and Jesse from Ting, and we will be streaming that.
Yep. It'll be silly.
I'm really hoping it's actually very one-sided. That way there's like some just amazing smack talk that'll go with it.
I feel like it should be a 3-0 for Ting, but we'll see.
I don't know, because the thing is, okay, Jansoon may not have played a lot, but he was pretty close to Masters, according to him, last time he did play. So you got like the old school good versus the new school good, like which is...
Oh, new school good. So much better. Unless he's like a pro gamer, and then I'd still go with him, but... It's 2 years, the new expansion, that's the age-old argument that people are just better at StarCraft 2 more than they ever were before.
Maybe.
So Masters and Wings of Liberty meant absolutely nothing. Just like Pro Gamer GSL Season 1, nothing compared to like Platinum right now, alright?
Pro Zerg in Korea versus Pro Zerg in Europe?
Hey.
Nothing right now. By the way, Mindgap says, thank you for noticing the thread. Dude, I can't begin to tell you, we don't say this for the sake of saying it. Truthfully, nice words can sometimes mean just as much as a donation to us sometimes. The amount of, as I guess, public figures, whether we're big or not, like, the fact is we're in the public and we get a lot of smack more than we get kindness. So we really do appreciate seeing those, like whether it's a shout out thread or whether it's just a nice tweet. This is not bait. Don't start writing us messages, guys, right now because of this. I'm just saying, like, thank you, and we really, really do appreciate it.
Yep. I know some people have been asking. I guess it is getting kind of close to Montreal time, August after all. But
I was gonna say, did he not see those go in?
Yeah, he saw them. But we are gonna go to DreamHack Montreal. So
yeah.
Hi. Yeah, 3 probes and okay, both depths die.
Yeah,
okay.
Nice catch out of Harstem, but still 3 probes is 3 probes, and that kind of sucks. Luckily, it's not a huge disparity, but down 6 workers in total. I'm wondering how much he's really looking to saturate this natural base. He may have this as a just-in-case backsies, upsies. He may end up just trying to take that later, I guess, economy, but Neeb does start off ahead, and a lot of that's thanks to those adepts.
Yep, up 6 workers. A little bit. Neeb, is also getting a much faster Twilight Council for it, too, so... Harstem just behind in almost every aspect. These adepts really not getting anything done. It's kind of silly to see 2 adepts, like, walk away from a stalker, but they want to get into the base, not... tango with a stalker out in the middle of nowhere.
Of course, they'll eventually lose a lot of these fights, too. Unless, of course, you're a friggin' co-op adept. I'm so on tilt to this. I'm sorry, I'm going to bring this to this cast for a moment. For those who haven't done co-op, right, a lot of the game is slightly different, you know, different abilities for the commanders and all this cool stuff. But the fucking adepts that the computer gets do 32 base damage and can attack ground and air. Yeah. Ugh, I feel like those are David Kim's adepts. Someone was like, David, we can't put these in the game. Those are they're way too cheap to be this kind of good. And he's like, okay, fine, we'll tone them down slightly. And that's how we get...
What Protoss can make adepts? Carrix can't. I didn't think...
presently none, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say...
Well, it's the same way they've left a lot of stuff out to, I think, specifically for the commanders. Like, you can't make ghosts, you can't make Vikings.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad they did, right? So that we know we're gonna get more commanders. I really hope the next Terran commander is Mengsk. I think that'd be really cool to be the villain.
Oh, that'd be sick. And then bring like Alarak. You have like a bad guy pack. Yeah. You got like Alarak and Mengsk and stuff.
I think people like are expecting Alarak.
Yo, what if you could straight up have like a Cerebrit? That would be so cool for Zerg.
That would be a cool villain for Zerg. Because I was gonna think, what else can we do for Zerg? The Cerebrit and like what other iconic Zerg villains are there?
Sukov.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was the other one that people were suggesting. I mean, he'd be cool, I suppose, but not as cool as like the Cerebrit. Like, get the 3 big bad guys into the.
Oh no! You know who would be so sick? Zervas, and you could have Primal Zerg for his units.
Oh, I kind of forgot about him. Heart of the Swarm. Yeah, that... I feel like that will come after they've already have all of their original units out, though, you know? Like, then they start using the primal units or just, like, new units that are stupid and big and whatnot.
And I know someone right now is like, why are they talking about the fucking Protoss versus Protoss game that's going on right now? And I'm sorry, okay? We just get excited because the thing is, I love all aspects of StarCraft, some more than others. And honestly, the multiplayer, as much as I do love it, it's not my favorite child. Co-op currently is.
Favorite child?
Yeah. Multiplayer
Oh.
1v1 esports, that's the redheaded kid for me right now.
Oh.
You're like, you know, you love it because you have to.
So what is Heroes of the Storm to this redheaded stepchild?
It's the fucking rich kid next door. I can't stand him. So he's
Obnoxious
bragging about all
kid,
this cool
right?
advertising and stuff he gets,
Yeah.
these skins and whatnot.
This is kind of important though. The third base has been up much longer for Neeb, and Harstem is going for Colossus. And what, like, honestly looked like Colossus all in because his third was so late, but he does get it.
So there's some interesting aspects of this where the Colossus, I feel, is going to be better than Disruptors when it comes to taking on things like a lot of Adepts. And
Stalkers, what are you doing?
Okay. They're having a little private rave over there. But the Colossus, I think, is going to be better versus things like Adepts and Lines of Zealots. But that's not what's here. Neeb's actually gone for this, like a lot of Stalkers and Immortals. The Colossus it'll be damage in the back. It'll be damage from far away. It won't be terrible to have. But it's not going to bring the same oomph that, say, a Disruptor would to this particular composition.
Yeah, the same oomph.
I guess you can break force fields, though, which, funny enough, would actually be a pretty big deal considering how bad force fields have been for a lot of these guys today.
Oh, that is true. Imagine, you know, Neeb versus Puck. Colossus walks over those force fields. Maybe Puck doesn't die. Or almost die.
I forgot how cool the Colossus beam looks for the Tal'Darim. We never see it get made, never see it get used.
Neeb still has a very good situation going on here, though. Like, the armor spots are very similar. He's got an upgrade lead, and he is well positioned for this. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, okay. So we talked about it. Harstem's one with force fields. Neeb not so much, thanks to that Colossus. But he still has Guardian Shield, and the Colossus can't step over every single force field. You can try, but I think Neeb's got this. He's got Disruptor on the way. Blink, of course, for him, not for Harstem. Harstem did just entirely not go for Twilight Council.
Yeah, the funny thing about these Colossus, they're almost like sniper units with the range they have. Like, they actually don't have to take a big engagement, and they bait Neeb to be forced into one.
Yeah, they are picking off quite a few units.
Yeah, I mean, these are without upgrades. Harstem's taking a great fight. Neeb's got those Disruptors on the way. The Disruptors will actually be better than the Colossus, but they're so far out, and they're not available right now. The Colossus are just slowly chipping away at this. This is really cool to see actually work.
I thought he had a Disruptor out, though. Where is it? There it is. Oh, look at the little bubbly son of a gun. Ooh, it was. That was okay.
Decent. It wasn't great. Yeah, it was. It was okay. But the Nexus is going to fall. The probes are getting pulled.
Probes. This all-in might just work. Harstem did not really ever probe up his third base, although he is starting to now.
The Colossus comes in.
To work.
He was trying to stutter into the range of the Colossus. I mean, the Immortals will knock him down if they can get range on them, but they can't. Problem is, though, Harstem's also losing out a lot of his cannon fodder. So as we see, now blinking past this onto the Colossus, not so much a problem. He should be picking this up with a Warp Prism, I guess, but he's out of money. He doesn't have a lot of Warp Ins. Colossus goes down, and while this looked really cool... Oh, it didn't go down. One of the Warp Prism, excuse me. Well, this looked really cool and almost looked like this was actually going to work. It ultimately will not.
Yeah, and he's actually losing a ton.
Yeah, Neeb holds. This was so cool. GG gets called. Neeb will defend the center of the map, sending Harstem right back where he came from.
SpaghettiOs.
Now, here's the thing, though. Neeb doesn't actually have to go for the capital. He could, but this puts his team in a pretty interesting... If he were to attack Showtime, knock him back to the capital as well, land grabbing could actually result in a victory, potentially, for these guys. Because Whelmu could attack Whelmu could attack Prion Terraces. Drogo could attack Habitation. They'd be one tile away from winning. We'll see how it plays out, guys. It's up to the players to choose and pick, but congratulations to Neeb for defending. We're going to go to a small commercial break while we get the next series loaded up and figure out where these players are moving, so stick with us, and we'll see you in 2 minutes.